walks in, truth right in his shoulder.
Here for the ship, tear the mask off pretenders. Beat drop, he's a fucking monster. Cuts through the noise, pulls the lies in the daylight. Every move calculated, every word's a fist fight. Building new code, stacking bricks for the future, turning midlight to gold. Cut the chains like a suture, keeps time as a weapon. Each tick is a death note. Lights up the skyline, watch the whole city take note.
Not chasing the fame, hit the freeze, what's smoking. Break open the silence, keep the truth ice cold. Dope like the punch, and he's the one who dictates. Every second's a fuse, watch the skyline detonate, detonate. Eyes closed, living from the sideline. No talking, I'ma do it, bitch, it's my time. Everything swerving, driving off of my top. But I'm cool as can be, look at my eye. See some pictures you can't put up on your timeline. More vivid than the NYC skyline. Some crazy shit you can't imagine, only I find. You just coming for a trip inside my mind. The street lights on when the night's in my grip. Voices fade out, but the truth never slips. Shadows on the wall, dance slow then divide. I follow where they lead with a calm in my stride. Red like smoke, but the fire stays quiet. Dreams turn sharp when the silence goes violent. You see a moment, I'm already past it. My mind's a museum and you can't outlast it.
Woo! What is going on? Whew. Appreciate those who already walked in the building. Anyway, what's up? What's up? Wait, whoa, I got another track that came on after that? What? Oh, I do. Oh, wow, that was crazy. All right, that was crazy. I didn't even know I had another track sitting after that. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? It is your guy. I'm doing pretty damn good today. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good as well. For those who already walking in the building, something is going on with YouTube. I'm not used to whatever's going on in the studio thing over here. I gotta be honest, it looks weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks weird. I get it. YouTube made some changes, but I gotta be honest, like it hit me out of nowhere. I don't know what it is. And it looks a little strange. And of course, my it's also something different. So, Mama Butter said, "Can't stay, but just popping in." Resi Res. The weird part about it is that's not what popped up on my actual chat side. Huh. Interesting. YouTube needs to fix. Okay, let me do this. Let me do a quick update. Live chat. Okay, now you came up. All right, that was weird because I could see you on the stuff that I made for chat, but I couldn't see you on my actual stream side. So that was really weird. Well, hopefully that sorts itself out. So you said you cannot stay, just popping in to show some love. I do appreciate that. I don't even know what to really say about that because I've got a lot of different things in my mind and a lot of different things that I needed to do that I know I wanted to do that I've held back on, and I kind of wanted to get a little bit to talk about it today. So you can't stick around that long. That's cool, but I do have some stuff that I have to go through today, and I did see you on Discord. By the way, that is weird that I'm actually sitting up that close in the list. I am actually pretty surprised, to be honest with you, which calls into a whole different conversation that I feel like I want to have with the large extent of the community, but I don't really know how I want to have the conversation, right? Usually when I have to have my talks with people, I've already thought about what I want to say and how I want to script it out and how I want to have this conversation with people. That's just the way I am. If I have to bring people into a meeting, I need to know what I'm talking about. But for you guys, it's a little bit of a different atmosphere, but I need to feel like I need to explain it in a way that it makes sense to me, because if you haven't noticed what the title of the stream is, then you'll understand that I'm trying to get a little bit of aspect of what's going on. And actually, I don't. I'm having a problem remembering what the title of the stream is because I literally changed up my entire settings, so it's not telling me what it is in the desktop. But it's somewhere along the lines where we should be having a conversation about what exactly do you want from me. We need to really hash this out before we get into the first quarter of next year, and we're already sitting in the fourth quarter of this year. We need to have a conversation about what exactly is it that you want from me, because I don't know if we see things the same way, or I'm actually pretty sure that we don't see things the same way. Lindsay, what's going on? Appreciate you for actually showing up. Let me lower my window so I can see you guys talking as well. Yeah, be honest. What do you want from me? Thank you for that. Yes, that is it, Lindsay. And the reason why I asked that is because I've been sorting through a lot of different things. This week is, at least the last 2 days have been very different for me because I've been on a new game and I've been really having fun with it, and it's been stressful as well. But when I'm having this conversation, right, I'm trying to figure out what do we do, because I've been struggling on really getting into the whole conversation about what we were doing fourth quarter. And then I kind of dragged it because I'm seeing so many different things happen throughout the internet that I'm like, ooh, I'm hesitant. I don't know if I really want to do that. Maybe I should go this. I should zig instead of zag. You know what I mean? And to the point where I'm just going to ask it really right now, because there are things that I even see within not just my space and my content, but I also see this in other people's spaces as well. For the couple of times, because I really don't have enough time to watch other content creators, but the couple of times that I actually have lurked on them, right? Which made me throw up this particular conversation of asking, what is exactly do you actually don't even want from me is really even kind of strong. What exactly do you expect? I would say that. Because what you want, to be honest with you, it's not really all that important. And I know that sounds like really kind of disrespectful, but the truth of the matter is that I'm the one who makes decisions at the end of the day as to what I do. So that's the part that's really important. And I guess I should put it this way, because I think about the particular space that a lot of people are in, but also a lot of people where they see me in, right? I know a lot of you guys are getting ready for NPC Gabriel's Streamer Awards thing. I have already, by the way, don't expect to see any nominees, not any nominations with me in it, because I've already kind of had a conversation with him way earlier in the year about the fact that I don't expect myself to be nominated for anything, and I don't really plan competing for anything, so I don't expect to even be mentioned during the entire thing. I don't. Let me just get him into it. I don't care about these Bible quotes that you guys love having these damn debates and arguments over. Especially when half of you, just be honest with you, have never touched the Bible, have never finished the Bible, have never looked at the Torah, have never looked at the Quran. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the kind of content where you guys want to have all these so-called debates and arguments about relationships, when, let's be honest with you, the majority of people that I tend to run into, have conversation with, especially those who are online, the majority of you are single. You guys are sitting here arguing about marriage, arguing about prenups, and you don't even have a mate to look at. You're not even dating someone. Why are you so focused on marriage and prenups and you're not even dating anyone? So I don't care about your relationship breakdowns. Because even the people that try to talk so much shit are fucking single. Single AF. I'm not here to host gossip therapy. Or rather, gossip therapy sessions with you guys about arguments that's going to be recycled throughout all these different spaces. I could not care. And I'm not going to be diving into politics for people who don't even have power, who don't even have access, and who are not willing to actually make any form of change in their own life or change for the better of anyone else that they claim they're going to be doing it for. A lot of people come online and they just complain about what someone else has the power to do because honestly, they don't want to put themselves in a position to be the change that they want to see. I'm not really interested in all your complaining just so you can fill the silence of your own weakness. I'm not here for that. And tonight, I'm not asking about any of that shit. What I am asking you about is for you. Just for you. That's all I'm asking about. I'm having a conversation with you, not about these other positions, but for you. You guys are already doing something I need to talk about. I got one question. One minor, small, itsy-bitsy thing. Why is this so hard? Why is it's effortless for you to talk about strangers, celebrities, YouTubers, people who you've never actually met, you can actually touch, content creators who are beefing over bullshit and nonsense, politicians who don't even know that you exist. Why are you guys pretending as if these things are real? And why is it important to you that they're real? But the second I turn on this damn camera and I look at the world around and I start asking you, specifically you guys, about yourself, the whole system seems to shut down. Why can't you seem to unpack the world? Why is it so easy for you to jump on someone else's shit, but you have a hard time sorting out your own shit? Because I'm watching it in real time, by the way. See, you can talk for an hour about someone else's bad marriage, someone else's bad family relationship dynamics. You can debate about politic headlines, about shit that won't even matter next week. You guys can sit there and go through a whole dissection of drama from people that you don't even know. Worse, probably people that you don't even follow. But when I say, who exactly are you? Who are you? People get silent. People go still. I didn't ask you a question that should be based on the confusion because you should know who you are. Should know who you are. And that's the part that I've come to understand as being confusing for me. I'm not attacking you. Shit, I'm not even judging you. I'm not asking you something deep. I'm asking you the simplest question on earth. Why do you show up here? What are you looking for? Because I've said this probably 100 times. I'm not what this space is usually wanting or usually is expecting. I'm not here to become everyone's reality TV streamer. I'm not dragging myself into the Panelverse circus just because it's familiar to you. I'm not going to be waking up one day after another and suddenly, oh my gosh, yes, Resla's gonna start beefing. And he's gonna do beef hunting and drama farming just to make it entertaining for you. I'm not that, and I haven't been that. If that's what you're waiting for, you're wasting your time. You guys, at least for some of you guys who watch me, and for some of you guys who are here, I have conversations with, and I even see as you're on other people's streams and you have conversations, and you even mention me, which is crazy because I don't think you should. You sound as if you're girlfriends who say, I can fix him. Streamers, content creators are not people that you need to fix so that you can hope that you can get more chaos. I am definitely not someone that you can hope to convince to hope to convert into a chaos person. I'm here to build something that's a bit different. But I watch you guys in most places that you like to frequent. It makes me wonder, why are you here? See, Lindsay, or rather Peace, you say different perspectives. I'm not sure the majority sees that. In fact, a lot of you guys, just putting it out there, because I see you guys, whether it's here or in other spaces. What do you guys really do? Question for you guys. What do you guys really do when you're in the chat? Not asking for those who are mods. Just think about it. On average, what do you guys do the majority of the time when you're in the chat? Very few, compared to the larger community, actually engages. In fact, I have more people, to be honest with you, that watches, lurks rather, than actually engages. And they're going to do what they're going to do. It's all fine. But for those who are actually in the chat, actually talking, actually participating, what do you think is the majority of things that you do? And I mean, I see this not just on my channel. I see this on other people's channels too. The majority of the things that you guys do is you treat other people's, and even my chat room, as a welcome center. It's funny because I can watch chat rooms that have 60 to 100 people watching, right? The majority of the things that I see that goes on in the chat, and I'm sitting there going, that's interesting. Why does that keep happening everywhere I look? It's, oh my God, hey, how are you? How's your family? How's your friend? People that you don't really know, by the way. How are you? I'm good today. I haven't seen you around for a while. And I'm going, nothing wrong with being friendly. Nothing wrong with being friendly, but I'm going, that tends to be a big part of what happens in the chat. Rarely is anyone ever really engaging with the conversations that are happening on these people's platforms. And by the way, on mine as well. And I'm asking myself, what's the purpose of the chat? And it's not everyone's chat that does this. Because I see chats that do engage with the actual prospect and the actual conversations and actual theories and topics and disagreements of the actual topics, but they're not in this space. I've seen other content creators who are not a part of this space, and I look at their chats and I go, very different dynamics. So why is the one, at least for the Panelverse, I'll put it that way, a welcome hall, but others actually do have people who not only engage, but also comment in the comment section? What makes this space so different? What makes this space so different? See, Lindsay, you say like to see the ugly truth. Ugly, yes. Truth, I don't think it's the truth. I hear more absurdities and more slander and more rumors than anything else in this space. Rarely do I ever get truth. Rarely. I get people that make asses of themselves, but rarely do I get truth. You said make jokes, learn, observe social dynamics, socialize. I don't know what the social dynamics are if the only social dynamics is that people should be arguing with each other. What more could you be learning about grown ass men and women strictly just arguing and throwing slurs and slander at each other? What more could you possibly be learning? I don't think people are getting out here and they're getting educated from these topics. Yeah, I don't think of it as people's true thoughts because I find a lot of people who grift. It's not their true thoughts. It's what makes them popular. That was easy. Good job, Rockefeller. Very easy for you. Fuck around and find out, right? You didn't learn last time. And it just makes me wonder because most of you guys hear the same tired ass conversations. New face, same old shit. Same old shit. I swear, you will hear these same tired ass talks from different faces and you think that you heard something new. It's very, very interesting to me. Are we so confused or we are so easily persuaded that we think that we're hearing something new just because it comes from a different mouth? Yeah, you may learn a lot on a regular because human beings are supposed to learn every day. That doesn't mean you learn a lot from the people that you're actually listening to. The only thing you learn is that you have a different face saying the same shit. Because we're not going to say that we've heard so many different people give a new perspective. I love the fact, Lindsay, that you think that you're getting a rise out of disagreeing. I'm not going to argue with you. I just don't care enough. The point is the thought exercise, not about disagreements, which is what you're leaning towards. I'm not telling you, nor am I asking you. I'm asking people to think for themselves. A lot of people go to the same places to hear the same rhetoric, even if it comes from a different mouth, and they think that they're hearing something new. Not hard to see. But because people think that they see a different face, they think that they're hearing something new. From the same tired ass discussions. So the question is, where's creativity? Because that's the only way you can really discover something new is through new creative endeavors. Where's the creativity? See, a different perspective can just mean a new face saying the same old shit. The only difference in that perspective is the new face. So I'm looking at the ugly behavior behind them. I'm not scared of honesty at all. But some people are. Because the idea is to keep the same grift going because it is profitable. Not that there's any experience that is going to be derived from it. Let me slow it down again. When I ask people this, why are you here? Especially when people say that they want to tie me to a space, then I ask you, why are you here? I'm not the only person who gives diverse perspectives, so it's not about politics, not about your religion, not about the drama that you follow, not about the creators you watch on the side, but I'm asking you about you. What exactly do you believe that you're looking for? What does this quote space do for you? I agree with that. My chaos brew, I get it, bro. I get that. That doesn't mean that they're getting anything new at all. It is a cycle. It is a hamster wheel. And that's why I'm asking, what does this space do for you? Because if the answer is nothing, if the answer is chaos, then I think people should own it. I don't think people should run around talking about that they're trying to be intellectuals, that they're looking for stimulating perspectives, because you're not getting that. Not really drama. I would just say, if you can actually identify it, then stop pretending. I am asking that. I am asking people to look at, but not only just the ego of the people they're watching, but also their ego and their ID. The space is not full. The space is actually small, Lindsay. The space is oversaturated with the same shit. That's the issue. The space doesn't have any real diverse perspectives. That's the issue, Lindsay. And most people have not come to the mind frame of seeing that. There's really not a lot of diverse perspectives, because it can't be a lot of perspectives on the same shit. Like, honestly. And I'm seeing it all the time, and I'm going, so what's new? What's new? It is a hive mind. Absolutely. Oh, what's good, Blind? I agree with this as well. They do attack things that are new. And this is why I've always had this thing when I've said it for so long, even on my channel. Most people don't really want content that helps them think about themselves. When I say that the only thing that's going to help you get a better life is you. You will only have a better life when you decide to think for yourself and actually take action. Most people, especially when it comes to content creators, the content creators are telling you what you should think. Oh, explain to me how it's victimish. Lindsay, explain to me how it's victimish. Who's the victim? I love how you're painting narratives. Go ahead. Who's the victim? I never said I'm victimized, so who's the victim? My content has remained consistent. I don't know how you're faltering on that when my entire premise from the beginning is you thinking for yourself. My content has always been about people thinking for themselves. So tell me, who's the victim in this? Victim-ish for you. Who's the victim? Now, I get it if people are really upset, they get in their feelings. And I say this through plenty of my own streams. If it's too much for you, take a breather, leave. Click that X button. Come back when you are well adjusted and you can do that. But I don't believe I said anything that was of a victim mindset. If it's just too much because you started getting animated and you started getting hot, this is why I said, I don't have any hate over it. So I'm not hating. I never said that you were. Well, you know what I mean by this and that's no. You said something and I responded to it. Then you went all crazy about it. Then you talked about victims. Who's the victim? I haven't painted anyone in this chat, nor myself, as a victim. That's not on me. You rewatch the stream if you like. You'll get the same results. And that's all I have to say. That's all I can say on that. You can take a look at what I said. I didn't paint anyone as a victim. I'm asking you guys a question. What exactly are you getting out of it? And what exactly are you expecting from me in my content? Because people will then say a different perspective. I don't think that my perspective and the idea, the perspective that I generally try to give is that I would like you guys to actually think more for yourself instead of sitting there and being drones for other people's content. The same way how I also say that, honestly, for as much ish that you guys involve yourselves in, especially when I'm following some of these creators, you know that you could also be doing content yourself. I wonder how many other content creators that you follow in this space would actually encourage you to start content of your own. Or do they not want you to start content in your own because they don't want the competition? And I've been saying this to you guys for years. Hell, I even said it recently before Mel Pandora started going back on. Someone said full. The space is full. No, not full. I said it before in the other stream. This stream is this space is actually small. It's just oversaturated with the same shit. It's very small. There's not a lot of creators. It's just the same old shit, different faces. I said that before. To explain me, who's the victims? Who are the victims? Blind, you say full of shit. Could be. Could be. What's good, Nightish? My question is, even the people who visit, whether they are content creators or whether they are affiliates, influencers, the question is, what do they say? Are they going against the status quo? Or are they just falling in line? Which is it? I see that the bulk of them fall in line. Let me say this as a content creator of this particular space who sees a lot of different content creators, right? Does it make much of a difference if all of your audience is no different from the people that you follow? Because the question becomes, who becomes really a part of your community and who's just visiting because they're really a part of someone else's? Who's really a part of your community and who's just visiting? That's the question. Who's part of your community and who is just visiting? Because I think people who are just visiting can't tell your content any different from the people that they always follow more than you. You couldn't say that my content would be the same as Nightish. You can't say that my content would be the same as Raw. But we also don't share the same audience. They have their own audience. But even if they looked at the bulk of their audience, the people who are the hardcore people, right? These people could be able to pick out the differences between content creators. They wouldn't just say these words. I just follow them because they're all in the same space. Very important there. If I see Raw, I know what she's doing. I know what she's talking about. If I see Nightish, I know what he's doing. I know what he's talking about. I'm not going to say, well, I just follow both of them because I think they're in the same space. I actually believe both these two content creators do two different types of content. Could many people say the same? And this is a question to you guys. Can many of you say the same when you look at my content? To me, that's a yes. But to a lot of people who watches, that's a no. Me an issue. Let me see what I can do here. I don't know what's going on. Damn, for sure I don't know what's going on. Oh, let's do this. Oh, go. It's not just you. It's not just you. I don't know what's going on. But I'm about to sort this out. Because if YouTube want to play around, then we got to make some other adjustments. And that's not a problem for me. So let me just get a couple of things together. We'll do this. Something going on with YouTube. Because everything else is playing just peachy on my side. I'm not sure what's going on. Hold up. We gonna do this. Nope, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do this. All right. Give me a moment, folks. I'm gonna fix this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna redirect. I'm gonna redirect y'all because we went strong with a few people in here, and apparently then YouTube wanted to kick everybody out. And I didn't even see that. Yeah, YouTube definitely started kicking people out. So I think it might be the new setting. I don't recognize this new setting that's happening in my studio. So whatever this new YouTube setting is, it is trash. They need to sort their shit out. Because I'm like, I got excellent connection, and then all of a sudden it just dropped to being poor, like in seconds. Like literally in seconds, it dropped to being poor. Which is crazy. All right, so let me set up this. Let me set up the other stream, and I'm gonna redirect everybody. Oh, that's crazy. Give me a quick sec. Do this. Switch over here. That in there. All right, so we're gonna do this. Set this up. I'm gonna go live over here. Then I'll save this. All right. So I'm gonna shift you guys over to that other stream I got going up because I don't know what the hell was going on with this one. Let me make sure it's all connected. All right. So, all right. I'm gonna shift you guys over right now. So just bear in mind. Redirecting.